explorers, welcome back to our channel. I hope you all are doing well. So let us begin with the chapter number 23 of grammar, and the name of the chapter is composition, right? So in this chapter we all are going to talk about the composition, that what is a composition. So basically composition is the type of an essay, right? जिसमें हमें एक पर्टिकुलर टॉपिक प्रोवाइडेड होता है और उस टॉपिक से रिलेटेड जितनी भी इंफॉर्मेशन, जितनी भी हमारे माइंड में आइडियाज़ आते हैं, उन सभी चीज़ों को लेकर वो हम उसमें एक सीक्वेंस में सेंटेंसेस फ्रेम करते हैं और उन्हें लिखते हैं, राइट? सो कंबाइनिंग दोज सेंटेंसेस into a paragraph and combining those paragraph frames a composition, right? So let us read the examples जो हमें यहाँ पर दिए गए हैं. So first of all we have the topic which is my hobby. So let's begin. My hobby is reading. I read storybooks, magazines, newspaper, and any kind of material that I find interesting, right? This hobby got started when I was a little boy. I had always wanted my parents to read fairy tales and other stories to me. Soon, they got fed up of and tired of having to read to me continually. So, as soon as I could, I learned to read. I started with simple ABC books. Soon, I could read simple fairy tales and other stories. Now, I read just about anything that is available. Reading enables me to learn about so many things that I would otherwise not know. I learned about how people lived in bygone days of magic and mystery. I learned about the wonders of the world, space travel, human achievements, gigantic whales, tiny viruses, and other fascinating things of our world, right? The wonderful thing about reading is that I do not have to learn things the hard way. For example, I do not have to catch a disease to know that it can kill me. I know the danger, so I can avoid it. Also, I do not have to go deep into the jungle to learn about the tiger. I can read all about it in a book. Books provide the reader with so much information and facts. They have certainly helped me in my daily life. I am better equipped to cope with living. Otherwise, I would go about ignorantly learning things the hard way, right? So I continue to read. Besides being more informed about the world, I also spend my time profitably. It is indeed a good hobby, right? So, as you saw, how we framed the composition on the topic my hobby, right? Now, Next, we have one more topic, right, on which composition is already given to us. Let us read this so that we can get a better idea how to frame a composition. Walking in the rain. So let's say कि क्या हो रहा है यहाँ पर, क्या कहा जा रहा है. As I descended the steps of the bus, I saw dark clouds in the sky. It looked as though it would rain. I walked briskly towards home, which was a good kilometer away. My mother had warned me about getting caught in the rain. I might catch a cold or something. I wondered if I could get home before it rained. As if in reply to my thought, the rain came down. I wanted to run for it, but my heavy school bag discouraged me from doing so. So I walked on. Soon it was raining cats and dogs. In a short while, I was drenched from head to toes. Instead of feeling miserable, I was actually enjoying it. The feeling of cool water running down my wet body was quite pleasant. Right? Moving ahead. Finally, I reached home. My mother was shocked to see me soaking wet. She hurried me to the hot shower, after which I put on my clean, dry clothes. She was worried that I might get sick. Well, I did not. In fact, I felt great, having had such a wonderful experience of walking in the rain. Right? Next, the next thing that we have is a road accident. So, now let's talk about the topic, which is a road accident. Let us say that how it is framed so that we can get even more clearer ideas that how we can frame such good compositions, right? So let us begin. The road in front of my school is a narrow one. It is also very busy. Every afternoon, when school is dismissed, the road becomes almost impassable as children, bicycles, cars and buses jostle and struggle to use it. Sometimes a policeman is there to help things out, but generally chaos reigns and we have to be careful not to get involved in an accident. A few accidents had already occurred. I was a witness to one. It happened just after school. As usual, the road was an utter madhouse. Children were running across the road to get their cars and buses. Cars and buses honked angrily at them. Just then, I saw a young boy make a dash across the road. There was a loud blare of horn, a squeak of brakes, and I saw a car knock into the boy. He fell as though his feet were swept from under him. Fortunately, the car was not moving very fast, and the driver managed to stop the car before a wheel could run over the fallen boy. All traffic stopped. I ran over to the boy and saw blood on the road. He was bleeding from a cut on his head. A man came and examined the boy. Then he lifted the boy and carried him to a car. They sped off, presumably to the hospital. Many people surrounded the driver, who looked dazed and bewildered. A policeman came to calm things down. As there was nothing I could do, I turned and walked down the road carefully. It was terrible to witness an accident. I certainly would not like to be involved in one, right? So, this was the composition, right? So you saw how clearly how the thoughts are being presented in these compositions, right? And in the same way, we have to do with the others also, right? So as you can see, यहाँ पर हमें दिया गया है कुछ और topics so that we can write such easy compositions. We can frame them very easily. So these are for your practice. I hope you will be easily able to write them and improve your writing skills. So that was all about the compositions. I hope you all are clear with it and you all got the things well. So that was all from my side. Thank you so much and do have a great day ahead.